You call us weather. We consider it as warning. Don't you still care? Listen to this carefully. The sky is not merely changing, it is carrying the record of what has been done below. It's a ledger that was written before it was forced into carrying a greenhouse gas effect, radiative forced energies, and slow arithmetic of a planet slipping slowly out of its balance. Now you imagine the planet, your home, as a body, finally trembling under a viable strain that you now have the ability to see. My breath has really grown feverish. My surfaces are as torn skin, ripped and torn up by marked scratches, and the scars are rarely bandaged, allowing me to heal. My rivers, the bloodstream I use to help my circulation, is starting to rise. Like blood pressure you would expect to cause someone else and heart attack and die, but not I. Where my tears once fell into puddles of streams down my face, I now am feeling the frustration of forming hurricanes more easily, and none of them are by accident. I give plenty of warnings. Droughts are not inconveniences. Blizzards are not isolated events. They are my symptoms. My atmosphere, although it is vast, even cathedral-like in temperance. The invisible tensions I experience are your anthropogenic warmings. They are loading the air with more, in vapors than in its shifts, and they are starting to become very, very heavy. The Clausius-Clapeyron relation turns each degree into more moisture capacity. Warm air collides with cold pressure gradients, sharpening circulation patterns and bending under the stress. Every imbalance stores another measure of force beneath the clouds. And then comes the release. Winds arrive like armies. Rain descends like grief. Fire moves across the land like vengeance. The oceans, swollen with absorbed heat, become cauldrons. Their upper layers hold the excess energy of decades, and the sea surface rises as thermal expansion and melting ice rewrite the shoreline. The skies hold more water than they once did, carrying that burden until it breaks, and entire regions drown beneath the overflow. The aerosols, the smoke, the fine particulate matter suspended in the heavens, whether born from industry, wildfire, or human ambition, become dust within the lungs of the world. Tiny fragments, nearly invisible, yet capable of altering cloud microphysics, serving as cloud condensation nuclei, dimming sunlight, and reshaping the timing and intensity of seasons. Adults stand beneath these changing skies, debating attribution and uncertainty while the atmosphere itself becomes a mirror reflecting excess, a mirror reflecting neglect, a mirror reflecting the ancient truth that every action leaves a residue. Forests vanish, oceans warm, the planet's energy budget grows unstable. The storms then become metaphors made visible. A hurricane is latent heat given rotation. A drought is soil moisture deficit stretched across years. A flood is precipitation intensified beyond the capacity of land and river to contain it. You hear thunder and call it weather. But in this dark telling, it is the voice of a wounded world moving through clouds, reminding humanity that even the sky has limits, and that every radiative imbalance eventually demands an answer. The horror is not that the atmosphere changes. The horror is that it changes slowly enough for adults to believe they still have time.